In this section, we'll be answering the question, why would I bother to use StopeXamine when I can just keep running my models the manual way with inputs into FLAC3D? This can really be appreciated in three senses. StopeXamine is fast, accurate, and user-friendly. So first, let's explore why we might say that StopeXamine is fast compared to the current tools. Now, in this current tools section, you'll notice that we've split the whole model creation and solving process into 5 main steps: mine geometry, geometry construction, model meshing, model input, and model solving. Now, these steps remain fairly consistent whether we're using commonly used numerical modeling softwares such as RockScience or Map3D, or advanced numerical modeling softwares such as Abaqus or FLAC3D. The difference mainly being that in the commonly used softwares, we need intermediate skills in these middle 3 steps particularly, and in the advanced numerical modeling software, we need advanced skills. Also note the time taken in these steps is very important here. It can add anywhere between about 15 to 100 hours depending on the type of software that we're using. Whereas if we step out of here and have a little look at introducing StopeXamine in this bottom section, we're basically taking out 2 of the 3 major steps, that being model geometry construction and also the model meshing. We zoom down from taking anywhere between 20 to 100 hours to 0.5 to 2 hours just in the model input stage, and completely taking out the advanced or intermediate skills for just a little bit of basic skills required in the model input. So there's the massive time saving and why we would call StopeXamine fast. Secondly, let's appreciate why we might say that StopeXamine is more accurate than the current tools. The first essential point to make is that StopeXamine has the IUCM, which stands for the Improved Unified Constitutive Model, as its built-in material model. This IUCM was developed with the intention to provide a unified material model with complexities required to be applicable to a wide range of geotechnical problems, but also be simple enough to be used by most geotechnical engineers. That is to say that this model is simple to understand and robust, while still accounting for mechanisms such as confinement-dependent response or strength anisotropy. The IUCM being the inbuilt material model is therefore why we would say that this StopeXamine software is more accurate than other commercially available models. And this IUCM is tested and validated against more than 100 mining case examples worldwide. So StopeXamine also comes with that validity as well. If we have a little look at these figures, we'll see the IUCM compared to elastic numerical modeling, which is generally oversimplified and not representative of how rock behaves, also versus SSMC being a strain softening Moore Coulomb, another plastic method of numerical modeling, a different built-in material model that uses plastic, just much like the IUCM. Yet we see that the IUCM really provides more realistic outputs, such as you get some values here for velocity and volumetric strain. It can also offer displacement, and these values can really be appreciated. The importance of them can be appreciated when they're validated against site monitoring data, which the strain softening Moore Coulomb even really can't offer that. We see a very similar story happening here with the IUCM versus strain softening Moore Coulomb and elastic applied to a range of stopes here. You just get this volumetric strain data from the IUCM, not so much at all in the elastic or the strain softening Moore Coulomb scenario. So that gives us more data to validate against site monitoring. That's definitely why we would call the StopeXamine software accurate. Finally, let's take a look at why we might say that StopeXamine is user-friendly. StopeXamine has an easy-to-use graphical user interface. There is no coding or programming required by the user, and it employs the latest and proven technologies for improved user experience. Importantly, let's note the real-time helps. This is just a simple screenshot of the StopeXamine software. There's no interaction here, it's only a screenshot. But if I were to hover over these little question mark icons to the right, if I was unsure about, say, what Poisson's ratio was, by hovering over the question mark, it would tell me what that is and what to input here. StopeXamine also employs the units that you should be inserting values in, so there's really no confusion there at all. And please do note from this screenshot the easy to use graphical user interface and the real step-by-step nature of this. That's why we would call StopeXamine user-friendly.